Hello babe, so today we are going to be creating press on nails. So for press on nails, you can use these plastic tips, or if you're more into the UV, these are a better brand. They're the same as far as strength and quality, but these are really perfect when it comes to UV gel and you want to glue them on with UV. These tips are the same length. These are a little bit more expensive than these. These ones are perfect for press on nails. These ones you don't need to add any primer. They're ready to go, ready for you to add gel on them. These ones you want to use primer. You want to make sure that you have primer on these nails because what tends to happen, because they are plastic, either the polish will start to lift up or the gel won't adhere properly. So make sure you add a slick base primer to the nails. I'll normally use my extra strength primer to prime these nails, and I'll even prime these nails too, just for that extra strength. If you are interested in the D&D nail tips, I highly recommend using their tip primer and their tip soft gel glue. You'll put this on top of your nail, or you'll put this on the back of this nail before you put it on your nail, and you'll use this to glue it on with the UV light. You guys, if you would like a video on how to do this set, please let me know, but I highly recommend this if you're someone who likes quick, easy, fast nails. On the back here they have their different sizes that they have in their collection. You can get ballerina, shorts, longs, coffins, half tips, all of that. I highly recommend it. It is a little bit more expensive, but my beauty supply store near me does sell it. If you're in Georgia, I got these from Trans Nail Designs. So let's go ahead and get into our press on nails. I'm always getting a lot of orders, so to keep up with them, I write the sizes for nails right here. If someone has a custom size, I will get that custom size from them, or I will size them up, and I'll show you guys how I size nails when people don't know their sizes at all. To get proper sizing, if your client does not know their sizing, you're going to ask them to take a picture of their hand next to any coin, like so. So what you're going to do is you're going to put this coin on your screen, just like that. And you're going to zoom into that penny. You want to make sure that it matches up completely, because this is what's going to get you the actual size of the nails. So you just want to really just match that up like so, and then what you're going to do is you're going to come over here and slide over. Just by looking at this, I can tell that this client is probably a small, so I'm going to go ahead. So for the small, the pointer is a 5, so I'm going to take my 5 and I'm going to put it directly on her nail. Now as you can see, that is a little bit too big, so we're going to go a size down and see if her pointer is a 7. Now as soon as I put that on there, it does look like her pointer is going to fit a 7, but if I go a size down to an 8, it looks like 8 is going to give us the better fit. So then I come over here, I'll put the 8 on that nail. It does look like 8 is going to fit that nail as well. It is pretty common for some clients to have the same number for each finger, because everyone just has different nail beds. Now, you want to make sure that they send their thumb separately, because you want to make sure you get that perfect size for the thumb. Just guessing, it looks like her thumb is going to be a 3. I put that on top of her nail, and just guessing, I guessed wrong. Her thumb is not a 3, and you can tell because you want to make sure the sides of the nails actually fit perfectly. You don't want anything to be showing on the sides. So in order for it to fit perfectly, we're going to put a 2 right there. And you want to make sure this penny is perfect. We put a 3 right there, and that looks like it's gonna fit a lot better. Now we put a 2 right there. That looks like it's gonna fit a lot better. So I'm just gonna see what it looks like if I put a 1, if the 1 is gonna give me a little bit of a better fit. and the one does look like it might come off a little bit too big, just because when you come down to her cuticle, it overflows her cuticle. So you just want to make sure that you do keep in mind when you press on nails, it sinks down into your nail bed a little bit. So it can come off a little bit right here on the sides. So you just want to make sure you keep that in mind when you are sizing them online like this. A 3, way too small, way too small. But a 2 was perfect. It was perfect because it lined up with her nail bed. It lined up with the sides of her nails. It is just that perfect fit. You want to keep in mind that when she puts it on, it's going to stretch a little bit on the sides, and that right there is perfect. You can add a little bit of pressure to the nail tip when you have it on the phone, so that way you can really see how it's going to fit on her nails. Now, this was a perfect example of how to size your client's nails if they don't know their nail size, and if you don't want to offer sizing kits to your clients. The set I'm working on today, we are going to need these right here. These right here are press-on nail holders. I use them so much so they do look dirty, but trust me, if your nail text does not look dirty, I promise you they're not super fire. I'm just kidding, they probably just clean them, but this is just gel and polish on them. That's all it is. I use them a lot. You can find these on Amazon, you can find these at your local beauty supply, and you can find these on Amazon. You can find them on Shein for really cheap. Shein is probably the cheapest I've ever found these. If you're wanting to be a pro at press-on nails, I highly recommend getting a ton of these. If you want to work on more than one set at once and just become a pro, I highly recommend just investing in these. They have different styles, different designs for these. I've seen silicone ones, but these ones are easy for me. I take them off, I'm able to do the nail, get all the angles. Now, to keep the nails on here, you're going to need to buy putty, a nice sticky putty. The nail supply I had putty, so I was able to use it. It's just a nice sticky putty. You don't need a lot. A little goes a long way, and when it comes to doing this, I probably use this same putty for about 10 different sets. So this is what helps the nails stick on. When you buy any of these, they do not come with sticky putty, so please remember. I'm gonna let you guys know this secret. My only ick when it comes to these square nails is you get 500 nails. I have this many containers. I have never ran out of the whole thing at once because everyone is different sizes. The most common nails I use is 5, 6, and 4. If I run out of 5, 6, or 4, I have to buy a whole new container. So if you're someone who's wanting to get into this, I highly recommend using your extra nails to make a whole bunch of just nail design videos. Make a whole bunch of them with your extra nails so none of them are going to waste, because ideally you're going to be buying a lot of extra nails. I'm not sure if they sell these separately yet or not, but I hope they do soon, because I keep buying new ones and I only need 5, 4, 6, and 8 when it comes to getting new sets. So make sure you keep that in mind, and you want to just utilize them all. After about 12 or 15 sets, I'm not quite sure on the number, this is what my coffin was looking like. You can see I ran out of numbers super quick, so I went and bought a new set of coffin nails. Normally I'll just refill these, or I'm gonna repurpose these storage containers very soon, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But let's get back into these nails. I highly recommend getting a cutter that you use like this. I'll insert a picture right here. I highly recommend getting that kind of cutter when it comes to cutting these nails. But for right now, I only have nail clippers, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut all these nails down to the length that my client wants. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the nails that my client ordered, and I'm gonna read the description that I put for them, so that way I just make sure she's getting everything that she's seen. So this is the product. In my description, I said 15 nails in all fitting sizes, high gloss. I said 15 nails for $25. And over here, I can also see how much she paid for them as well. She paid $25. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure she gets 15 nails for $25. Sometimes on these shops, people can buy them for less, but it's okay. So we're gonna do 15 nails for $25. When it comes to adding extra nails, you're gonna wanna double up on the 5s, the 4s, and the pinkies. So the medium sizes are 1, 5, 4, 6, 8. Now I'm gonna give her an extra pinky in the 8s. Gotta make sure that's an 8 though, that's a 9. I'm gonna give her an extra pinky. I'm gonna give her an extra pointer or middle finger, whichever one this 4 fits on her better. I'm gonna give her a 4. I'm gonna give her an extra 6 just in case, and then I'm gonna give her 2 extra thumbs. 2 extra thumbs, because sometimes our thumbs can, you know, be the ones that get messed up quicker, whatever the case is. So I gave her an extra pinky and an extra thumb. The length for these nails is about a medium long, so it looks like I'm going to be cutting them to about right there, so that way they're not too long. Let's go ahead. I am using a polish to create this nice beautiful nude. I have so many polishes and I do not like wasting them. So the only thing I don't like about polish is how streaky the first coat is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure this dries completely. The only thing about doing sets with polish is it has to dry completely before you do the next coat. You absolutely do not want any ripple effect, because that will end up bleeding into your gel. Your gel polish will not cure properly. So what I'd like to do to get a nice even distributive polish on my brush, I just go straight in and I come straight up. Don't drop it off. Don't wipe off one side because you won't have enough. Just drop it in, pick it up. Drop that drop right there, go straight up, go on the sides, come back on that side. And you should have a nice, clear, even base by doing that. Now, on the side, I see that's drying up a little bit uneven. Might go in and just wipe that a little bit. And so now we're going to do the same thing on this side. You want the nail to be completely dry. This brand of nail polish is pretty good. It's the Extreme Wear. It's been around forever. I actually really love it. Just lightly stroking and making sure everything is coated perfectly. This new color is actually very beautiful. I love it so much. You can see I kind of streaked it a little bit right there, so I'm just going to go right there and kind of streak that down a little bit. You do want to be careful when it comes to fixing polish blotches. It's not super easy, but you don't want to just streak it. So we're just going to go up like so, and we're going to do this to all of our nails until they're completely done. Right there, drop that right there. You do need thin coats, really thin coats. I really like this brand of nail polish because it's super wet, and when it comes to making sure that I can go back over one side and make sure that it's evenly distributed, It's super easy and it's super smooth. Some polishes tend to dry super quick, but this one is actually really, it dries super quick, but it also gives you enough time to work and go back over. Some polishes, as soon as I do that one strike and then I try to go back over it again really fast, it tends to cripple up because it's drying so quickly. Love it. So now I'm gonna make sure that this set is super dry. Guys, when I tell you I've made some sets and they weren't completely dry, I ended up wasting nails because they just puffed up. This is why I like to really take my time if I'm using polish. You don't necessarily need gel when it comes to creating this set. Or as far as a base, when you're looking at base colors, you don't necessarily need a gel. If you prefer gel, I highly recommend getting it, but do not sleep on the polishes either. I feel like certain brands create really great polishes, and I really do like Extreme Wear a lot. You guys, I have a super huge nail polish collection. If you'd like to see it, please let me know, because I have so many nails that I would love to create with them. Yes, and I don't use them hardly ever, so I'm making sure I do use them a lot more. Now you can mix gel polish with polish. The only thing about mixing gel polish with polish is it will kind of shear out your polish a little bit, and you want to make sure you have more polish than you do gel. Your polish is going to be drying in the air, so as it sits, it's drying, whereas the gel, you put it under a UV light. Now, having gel and polish mixed together is great when you're kind of trying to work fast and you want the polish to dry super hard, and to just help that drying process. Or even really, if you wanted to create lines and really get artistic but you only have polish, you can buy a clear UV gel and mix those together. You just want to make sure you perfect that ratio and make sure that ratio is not too overbearing with gel, because the polish needs more polish than gel when mixing them together. I hope that makes sense, you guys. The only problem is I did not just check if this one was dry. I see I got a little bit of polish on my background. I'm gonna clean that up because I really need this background to be clean and stay clean. So we're gonna do the same thing on this nail. Make sure you examine the nail very closely. Take off any debris, take off anything you might see that will make the nail look textured. Again, this color is so beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this to the rest of the nails. Make sure they're completely dry. This polish is drying absolutely beautiful. It's giving my nails a nice hard finish. It feels amazing. It doesn't dry tacky at all. It's just super smooth and easy to work with. I absolutely love this brand. You can find this at CVS. This Extreme Wear you can find at CVS. It's super nice. So I'm gonna put these nails under my nail light. Polish does dry under a UV light. It takes it's not gonna dry as fast as gel would, but it does dry a little bit. The color I used is Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Extreme Wear. This is the color 147 Carmelot. This color is called Carmelot. 174. Super beautiful. I do have this quick drying nail spray. We're gonna see if it works. I just sprayed the nails from a distance. They're looking real shiny, real cute under the light or whatever, but we're gonna see if this works. Let's see if it worked. Wow. That spray did absolutely amazing. These nails are completely dry and they feel hard as a brick, as if I used gel. This is actually super awesome. I love that spray so much. That worked like magic. Oh my goodness. This was the nail that I needed that spray for, because this one right here, I touched it and it smudged. So let's see if it actually dried. Beautiful, perfectly dried, no smudging. It might need a few more seconds, but maybe that's just the oils on my nail bed. But these nails are ready to go and ready for our next step. I'm going to be using my super black, and I'm also going to be using my super black and my white French tip color. This is the D&D, and this one is the Creations. D&D Creations. So what I'm going to do, since our base is white, I'm going to go ahead and apply my white gel. So as you can see, the nails are super squiggly, so I'm just going to go ahead and freestyle the white. So now I am about to go back over the nail tip so I can get that nice pearly white. And yes, just like so. This second coat is going to make it super white, super pigmented. You also want to make sure that you don't forget to put the white on the tip up here. I did not need to put base gel on top of the polish. Sometimes with certain brands you will find that you do need a base gel on top of the polish, but this brand I was able to just put the gel right on top of the polish, and I don't have any bubbling, no lifting. I let it cure in the light 2 times for under 60 seconds just to make sure that this white is super done. It's not a super pigmented white, so I do need 2 coats, whereas some whites I might have just been able to get away with 1. The color I used is Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Extreme Wear. This is the color 147 Carmelot. This color is called Carmelot. 174. Super beautiful.
Now that I have those nails done, I'm going to take my Creations top coat that I got. This is a diamond top coat, no wipe necessary. I actually really love this brand. This brand is super dope, super good. I love this brand so much. It's super affordable. I believe this was $5 for about 0.5 ounces top coat. I highly recommend buying this kind of stuff in bulk when it comes to creating nails, but you know, stay within your budget, do what's in your means, but I highly recommend this Creations. I've also tried D&D and they're super dope as well. So now that the nails are done, we are going to put a top coat on them, and we're just going to go ahead and file and make sure everything is nice and smooth. This was a super easy, super fast, super fun set, you guys. This top coat is so smooth, so nice. I absolutely love it. I'm going to put it on here. This is our finished product. I hope you guys love this video. I hope you learned a few tips and tricks. This is our first nail video ever, you guys. So I'm super excited for more videos. I have so many more nails to do. And if you would like to be on my TikTok business journey and my Mercari journey, you'd like to know more about me selling press-on nails, please let me know. I hope you guys learned a lot. I hope you are able to recreate this set, and I hope you have so much confidence. I will see y'all next time. Have a good day. Bye.